slapback. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Joey DeBee guitar lesson. I've never considered doing an instructional video because I didn't think I was that good a guitar player, quite honestly. But here I am. What I want to talk about today is slapback delay and how that can help you improve your playing. Slapback is when you set the delay so that there's only one repeat, and therefore not to make a self-abuse reference, but you are literally playing with yourself. So the previous note that you played comes back to you, and then you can play on top of it. I had problems with my picking, quite honestly. I was doing things like playing 16th note type passages with triplet picking, even though my hands do exactly the same things. They're completely different because there's different accents. Let me show you. First of all, slapback. All right. So I've got my slapback set at around 700 milliseconds, which, if I go to Google to use a calculator, I go 60 divided by 0.7, and I get about 86 beats per minute. Well, triplet picking versus 16th note picking. Okay, so triplet, as you may well know, works 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So here's my beat. One, two, three, 1 2 3. Yeah, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Triplets. Simple. But if I start to play it a little bit wrong, you can hear the messed up notes really easily. And then 16th note style picking, or 8th note, or even division note picking. 1 2 3 4. Tuning it in. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Can't go too fast. Okay. And I claim, even though my hand's doing exactly the same thing, that they are in fact different. And I did not differentiate. So, now I can, thanks to the slapback delay. So let's pick a pattern that has a repetitive 3-note sort of 1 2 3. What I'm doing there is a looks like a B flat diminished. I'm sorry, C diminished. And not perfect, obviously. That's 1 2 3 1 2 3. But I could do it in 4. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Playing the right picking at the right time. You want to be doing triplet pickings for triplets. You want to be doing 16th note picking for 16ths. And this slapback technique has helped me. So this is what I do. I take something, let's start with like C pentatonic minor. all the notes line on top of each other, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And because it's pentatonic, there's more space between the notes, allowing it to sound a little more harmonized. There are intervals of one whole note. But again, there's more space, so it sounds more harmonic. And that was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I just keep going up. Whatever I'm practicing, I'll go, whatever phrase I'm practicing, I'll try it in half notes, and then I'll try it in quarter notes, and then triplets, and then eighth notes, and then eighth note triplets, and then 16th notes, and then 16th note triplets, and then if I'm good, 32nd notes, and if I'm really good, 32nd note triplets, and then who knows, you can go there when you're tuned in. And then we go 16th note triplets, which has that, I don't know, triplets have that ba-dan, ba-dan, ba-dan. So it's got a groovier feel, and in my mind, triplets are easier to pick, even though sometimes they're faster. I gotta tune in. Oh, okay, I'll do the pentatonic. So, 16th note triplets. And, if you can hear the feedback, your own feedback, from that slapback delay, then you get better. You match up. It's just the way it works. If you're paying attention. 16th note triplets. Second notes at 85. I know it's not that fast. It's like 16th notes at 170, but ish. It's not great. Pardon me. And so for 16th note and 32nd note type picking, my guitar teacher when I was 16 told me, because I said, oh, I want to learn Yngwie Malmsteen. Not so much anymore, even though I can play that stuff now. It's kind of cool, but it's not my favorite. It's just something I've always wanted to be able to do. He told me, play patterns of 5. So here's an example of pattern 5. Up and down, da 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 da. 8 notes. So 8 notes in 32nd notes means your first note will line up with your first note if you're doing it right. If you're doing it wrong, it'll sound like there's a delay. If you're really close, it gets that plate delay sound, and you're like, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. And if you can get it without any of that delay, note on top of it, you're playing perfect 32nd notes, just the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16th notes. And as you could hear, I wasn't actually lining up perfectly then. It takes time. I have to practice. I have to work up to it. 30-second notes, you know, it's no joke. Tune in. Yeah, 30-second notes are wicked cool. And then you can take this and apply it to anything. So one of my scales that I've been using lately is the 3-octave scale, which I learned from Tony McAlpine. Goes something like this here. Major version, minor version. Even cooler and even easier to play as the minor harmonic, because you got that sharp 7 on the 7, the sharp on the 7, which means you don't have to slide as much. Before is the 32nd note. Once you get it going, this is an ideal scale. Your hand shape does not change. It's always, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, with slide. And in the scale, there's 2 slides. Let's say. Because this hand doesn't change shape, and I can get my picking with the slap back, then there's a chance that I can get this scale going good and get it going fast. And let's see. Tune in. Harder than it is on some days than others. Yeah. Now, let's say you want to increase your tempo. So my delay is like 700 milliseconds. If I shorten it to, say, 600 milliseconds, what does that change for my timing? It was 86-ish beats per minute. So I'm going to change it to, I'm shortening it, I'm changing it to 600. Yeah, 600. Oh, yeah, there. Do the math. At 6 milliseconds, that's exactly 100 beats per minute. So let me see if I can dial that up on my Ocean Machine reverb pedal. Let's see what they do with it. 16th note triplets are fun to play at this tempo. Second notes, that requires, as you can hear, I'm close. Like, if I was live and in concert, I could probably pull that off any given phrase. It's close enough to 30-second notes. But if I want to be exact, I really got to tune it in. Right there. That's it. Basically how I warm up is going through that, trying to perfect my picking at the micro level and at the super fast level, so that when I go to play whatever, I'm well prepared. Now, you could do this so many ways. You don't have to stick to triplets and 16th note style picking. You can, do sweep picking. Which sounds lovely because all the notes are in the same chord, so they line up one on top of each other, harmonizing. And, at different tempos you get different effects. Different notes land on top of other different notes. Invaluable. Nice. And then you could do chromatics. Chromatic, all the notes. It sounds awful, the harmonizing. But when you go up in tempo, same tempo, up in divisions. Once you're all done that, then my suggestion is to take the delay off, or most of it off. You might still want some ambience there, and then see how you sound without it. So there's a little bit of a... So actually my tempo's still there, but I can hear my original notes much more clearly. Something like that, So that's all I got, really. Just wanted to share how I practice, how I warm up, because I think it's handy. I think using slapback delay is actually easier than using a metronome once you get used to it. A metronome has one beat, and then space, and then another beat. Or if you got a fancy one, it's got middle beats. But for the most part, you don't get that. And the best way to get that instant feedback, is to use a slapback so that you can immediately hear what's going on. Slapback. Slapback.